Okay, thank you, appreciate it. Hey, Sean, how's it going,
Hey,
buddy?
nice to meet you. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. I'm really happy to do it. So like the first thing I wanted to ask you is like I see you do both. You act and you make songs too. Like, how did you get involved with doing both?
That's a great question. I mean, I think music has always been a big part of my life. It's really what I started out with. And then as acting took off, music sort of became the sort of a personal form of expression for me. And I think
Mhm.
that music really started to step up for me when I started to have very vivid dreams about lyrics. And I knew that I needed to lean into it, and that's why was grateful enough to have wonderful people to collaborate with this album. Matthew Rucker, who produced and engineered this, and of course the great Howie Weinberg, who mastered it, and who's got over you know 20 Grammys or 100 gold records. He's worked with Nirvana to Paul Jam to Jeff Buckley, and he was really mentoring and very encouraging in the process. And that's really where music started to really sort of take center stage.
Oh wow, okay. Well, you have a a song that you you're having out, and can you you tell me a little bit about the song and what inspired you to make it?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, the song is called Ride Like Thunder. And it sort of was like a it sounds crazy, but almost like a download. I was trying to keep up as the lyrics were coming, and the song, it's sort of a hat tip to the late '60s, early
Oh,
'70s, almost like
nice.
Doors vibes. And Yeah, it's a really cool song that hopefully you'll get in your car and turn it up loud and enjoy it.
And how do you get into like a head space to write songs?
It's a great question. Um, you know, it's the subconscious is the crazy thing. That seems to be where most of my writing comes from, and it really does seem to come in dreams, or I'll hear a phrase, and it's almost like a download where I'm given a lot of lyrics, and I'm open to it when it happens, and I just document it, and that really is it. It's the writing process for me really is about sort of um, being open to that and not sort of
Yeah.
forcing sort of like autobiographical, which I think is great when people wrestle with their feelings and their emotions and their personal stuff on music. It's very powerful, but that really wasn't this process at all. So really, it's just sort of being open to how they're presented to me, and then kind of riding the wave.
Nice, nice. And like this is a song off your brand new album. So what did what did you like most about making like the whole thing, the whole out the album?
It's a great question. I just think the whole experience was so organic. It was, first it started off in one song, which was Spiritual Technology,
Hmm.
and which was super inspiring. And then the songs just kept coming. And, before I knew it, I had a whole album. So it was just step by step, you know, which was really cool. There was no sort of like agenda to write a whole album or anything like that. It just kind of naturally happened.
Okay. And you also are part of one of the biggest films ever, Dazed and Confused. And 30 years, like this movie has been out now, and we're celebrating the anniversary of the film. And like, did you ever think 30 years later that you would be still talking uh about the film about the role. Like the film is still as big as it was when it first came out. It has a big cult following now. So how do you feel uh, about all of that?
That's a great question. And truly, it's just absolute gratitude to be a part of something that's endured for so long, that, means so much to so many people. It's a nostalgic film, and I think it's a movie that makes people feel really comfortable going back to that time and place. And I'm just absolutely grateful to be a part of it. And really, it is a testimony to the director, Richard Linklater, and Ann Walker, and the casting director, Don Phillips. And it's really cool to be a part of something that is still really relevant, especially when there's so much content right now,
Mhm.
streaming, the film and television. It's really nice to be a part of something that really still resonates and stands out, and was shot on film, shot on 35 millimeters. So it's a very cool feeling.
See, that's what I like too. Like I love films that are fun. Like a lot of films being made now, like they cater to certain things, and it's not really as fun anymore. But like Dazed and can confused. It's just a fun film. Like it's not a film you take serious. It's just a film to go in there and laugh and have fun.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that like people from that particular film, really connect to the
Mhm.
time and the place too, in their lives when they were, at that time. And um, I think it's really it connects something. There's real magic sauce in that movie, and it's just and it is a lot of fun, And the music's incredible as well, and and if it does say anything, it doesn't, it's not like forcing it down your back. It's something maybe you pick up, like on more of a subconscious level.
Oh, definitely. Yes. And I'm like a really big fan of scary films, horror films, and I saw you were actually in a horror movie early on.
Yeah,
And how was it like working on a horror film? I think it was the caretaker
yeah, oh
you
yeah,
were part of. Jennifer Tilly, I think, was in that.
yeah, yeah. She was in that. You know, I think that when it's done, really, really, really in a cool way,
Mhm.
like Stanley Kubrick's The Shining,
Yes.
then it's really exciting to me. Like when it's like a master filmmaker, with obviously, then it becomes next level and super exciting. So when it's approached like that, I'm in. I really think it can be a very, very cool thing.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Are there any horror films that you love watching?
Let's see, besides The Shining, um, I'm trying to think. That's a great question. um, let's see. I Nothing's right now like coming to mind.
Yeah.
Like, but I'll circle back to that question.
Okay. And what kind of songs do you like listening to? Like, what kind of music is on your playlist?
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, I love like from Aretha Franklin to Ed James to David Bowie to Jim Morrison to like the Rolling Stones. Just if it's good, I like it. You know what I mean? It's really an eclectic taste for sure.
Nice, nice. Those are all great artists too. I love them. And if you had a choice to do karaoke song, what would be your go-to song?
Um, that's a very good question. I like that question. Um, that's a cool question. So out of the box, maybe My Way, but not the Frank Sinatra version, the Sid Vicious version from
Oh
Sex
yeah,
Pistols. Gives you a little more
definitely.
room. It gives you a little more room to play.
Oh man, nice. I love it. I love it. And I don't know if you're a big fan of like Marvel and DC and all that. Like, do you have a favorite superhero and villain?
Oh, that's a great question too. I like I'm trying to think of like Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy. I like a lot. I love the way it's approached. It's a lot of fun. That particular, sort of movie. I think there's how many of them? There's a couple of them now, right? One
Oh
just came
yeah.
out. Yeah, yeah. It's just fun. It's just fun, and it's cool. I also like The Boys. That's I think that's on
That's a great
Amazon.
show.
Yeah, I really love the way that's approached. It's really cool
Mhm.
too. Yeah, I would say those two.
Nice. And is there an app that you like using the most? Like, are you a big TikTok guy, Instagram, YouTube?
Oh, that's a good question. That I like to use. Well, currently I'm probably Spotify. You
Oh
know,
yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah, Spotify. I almost said Spotify. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, I love listening to that, especially when I'm going to bed. I love listening to music when I'm going to bed. It puts me in a good like mind frame.
yeah, absolutely. No, it can be really, really the right way to get yourself ready for bed.
Yeah, definitely. And are there any artists or bands that you would love to see live?
Oh, wow. But I would love to see that. There's so many. That I would love to see live. Like, I would like to see the Rolling Stones live,
Yeah,
Aerosmith live. Um, you know, there's, there's so many. Like I like, uh, you know, that's a really good question too. But those two sort of popped up. You know,
nice. Yeah,
yeah.
because Aerosmith, I think now are on their like last tour, final tour, and Kiss is finishing up their tour too.
I know it's crazy. Yeah, yeah. But Kiss always says it's their last tour, so we'll see. That might be a way to get you to go to the show. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, it's crazy. They're both they're really cool. Like Aerosmith has a special place in my heart because I'm from the New England area, and
Mhm.
I just really I love that band. Poison
Nice.
Addict, great album.
Oh my God, yeah, classic. And
Mhm.
is there anything coming up next for you that you want to plug? Like, are you, any new songs off the album? Any
Sure,
acting
yeah,
gigs?
yeah, absolutely. Thank you for asking. We're going to be teasing a song called Spiritual Technology. We should be teasing it on hopefully TikTok in the next week or so with a nice visual. And I'm working on a film with my writing producing partner. Um, and we're gearing up and we're getting to the stage where hopefully we're going to get a really cool director attached and talking about some really cool female directors like hopefully like Sophie Coppola or Greta Gerwig or Catherine Bigelow or Lena Waithe or those kinds of people. But we're open, but we're starting that process very soon.
Nice. And where could fans follow you at?
Right now, they can follow me at the official Shawn Andrews on TikTok. And of course, they can go to Spotify and listen to Ride Like Thunder there. They can watch the music video on Vivo, and it's on Apple as well. So that's where people can catch me currently.
Sweet, sweet man. It was really nice chatting. Thanks so much for coming on the show and doing this. I have fun. Thank you.
Me too. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate
Of course, buddy. Thanks.
it.
All right.